right, time for a spelling test. Wow, it's been a while since we had a spelling test, isn't it? I can't remember the last time we had a spelling test, but it's your lucky day, actually. It's never a lucky day when you have a test, right? Maybe it's the worst day. Today is the worst day for you, but hopefully you learned some vocabulary today in this test. So what I want you to do is I want you to get out a piece of paper, okay, and a pencil, and I want you to keep track of how many of these you get right and how many wrong. Now these are really hard words, so if you even get one or two right, you're doing pretty good, okay? So don't be too hard on yourself. I think even most native English speakers might really struggle with these. Okay, so are you ready for the first question? I'm gonna tell you the word. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it, and then while I'm talking, you can think about how to spell it. Okay. So our first word is debris. Debris. Look at all this debris. Do you know what debris is? Debris. Well, in this case, we could use the word rubble. Imagine if a building gets demolished. You know how they sometimes old buildings they demolish the buildings. They plant explosives in the building, and then they press a button and the whole building collapses, right? That's called a demolition. You're demolishing the building. Okay, so after that, there's just going to be debris everywhere. Okay, so debris. Now, debris, we could also call this debris. Okay, look at all that debris there on the ground. So in this case, the word debris sort of means like rubbish or trash, just like it's just sort of a mess, right? Look at all that debris. It doesn't look good. Okay, so debris is sort of a negative thing. It looks bad. It's sort of the opposite of neat and tidy, right? If something's neat and tidy, then it's good. If there's a lot of debris everywhere, then it's bad. Okay, so are you ready for the word? It's a hard word. There's a silent. Well, I shouldn't give away the next few words, but well, I'll tell you. I'll give you a hint. Okay, some of these words have silent letters. Okay, so look at this. Debris. Look at this silent S. Debris. Did you get it right? Debris. We don't say the S. We say debris. Debris. Okay, so that's a hard one. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one, this is also pretty hard. The next one is draft. Draft. Okay, so look at this beer. Okay, this beer is not from a bottle. Okay, it's not from a can. This is called draft beer. Okay, look at this thing. If you go to a bar or a pub, if you order beer, they're going to serve it to you like this, beer from draft. So the word draft sort of means beer on tap. That thing that the bartender is going to sort of pour the beer from the tap. Okay, so that's called draft beer. Now, for this one, I want you to, I'm going to give you a clue on how to spell this, okay? I want you to imagine you're going to a British pub, okay? Either here in Canada or the US or over in England or Ireland, an Irish pub. You're going to a pub, okay? You're not going to a bar. That's an important clue on how to spell this word, okay? So the word is draft. Are you ready? You ready for draft? Draft. Man, that's a hard one, isn't it? Draft. Look at that, the GH, drought. It's like drought. It's like the word. It's sort of like the word drought, right? Draft. Sometimes the GH, I don't know why. Sometimes it can be pronounced with the F sound, like the word laugh, for example, laughter, laugh. That's spelled GH. So again, here, drought. It looks, if for an English learner to know that this word is pronounced draft, that's just so unreasonable. If you didn't know this, if you would pronounce this word like draught or drought, yeah, I don't know. I feel so bad for English learners because English spelling is just a nightmare. It's just a nightmare. Okay, so draft. Now, the hint I gave you, or the clue about the British pub, is this is the British way to spell it. Okay, so if you go to a pub here in Canada, I think they're going to spell it this way because this is the British way to spell it. Now, the North American way to spell it is this. So if you go to a bar, right here in like Canada and the U.S., we have pubs, but pub is sort of like a British thing. You know, they might, if you go to a pub here in Calgary, I know there's a few Irish pubs. You know, they're going to serve you. You can go there to order like beer, like Guinness, for example. You know, they're going to have Guinness on tap. Okay, so you can order a draft beer. You can order draft beer, and it's going to be like beer from the UK. It's going to be like I don't know, Guinness. What other beers do they have in sort of that area of the, like Europe? You know, pubs are sort of more thought of as like European things, and a bar is like a typical Canadian or American. It's basically the same thing, just a bit of a different feel, a different atmosphere. Okay, so in Canada and the US, just remember, it's probably going to be spelled this way if you go to a bar, but if you go to a pub here in Canada, it might be spelled like this, but I think it might be spelled with a GH. Okay, so that's your culture, your different spelling tip for today. Okay, the next word is minuscule. Minuscule. Wow, do you know what minuscule means? Well, minuscule means tiny, just really small. Okay, so if something is really tiny, you can say it's minuscule. Okay, look at this ladybug on this plant here, right? A plant is big. You know, let's imagine a ladybug is on like a tree, right? The tree is big, but the ladybug is just minuscule. Minuscule. You ready? I think the next slide is the spelling of the word. So if you're not ready, pause it because I'm going to tell you how to spell the word minuscule. Minuscule. Look at that. Minuscule. Minuscule. This U is so weird. You know, when we pronounce this word, we say minuscule. Minuscule. So you'd think it would be an I. Minuscule. Or at least an E. You know, minuscule. Or you know, like very often unstressed syllables sort of turn into the schwa sound. Like this, the stress in this one is minuscule, right? Right, the stress is on the first syllable. Minuscule, minuscule. So this is sort of like a schwa sound. But it when I say it and when I hear other people say it, it sounds a lot more like an I. Minuscule, but it's a U. I would not, you know, I would not guess that if I were, you know, I don't know, I might have gotten some of these wrong. This is probably one of the words that I would have gotten wrong. Okay, a U, minuscule. Man, that's hard. How about you? Did you get it right? Or did you get it wrong? Okay, the next word is paraphernalia. Paraphernalia. Do you know what paraphernalia means? Paraphernalia just sort of means stuff, things that are sort of related to a certain activity. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Let's say you're going camping. Okay, you want to pack all your camping stuff into your car. Okay, look at all this camping stuff. We have a tent, binoculars, a sleeping bag, a map, a thermos, a compass, and a mug. Okay, so you could call this stuff camping paraphernalia. Just camp, right? The main thing, the thing we're talking about is camping. And then all the stuff that's sort of related to that main thing can be called paraphernalia. Okay, so let's say you're packing all this stuff into your car and you get a call from your mom. You can say, hey mom, I'm just packing all my camping paraphernalia into my car. Okay, so paraphernalia. You ready? Oh no, I forgot, there's another example. Okay, so here's an iPhone. Okay, look at this iPhone. Well, what's in this box? What do you think is in there? Well, it's just gonna be paraphernalia. Some paraphernalia relating to this, right? This is the main thing, the iPhone. Right, but in that box there's probably going to be like a charging brick and a charging cable, maybe a SIM tool. You know those little tools that you use to take out your SIM card? Those are called SIM tools. Okay, so there's probably a SIM tool in there. Just a bunch of stuff relating to your iPhone. Okay, so that's just a bunch of paraphernalia. iPhone paraphernalia. You ready? Well, ready or not, here we come. Look at that, paraphernalia. There's an R here. Did you guess there would be an R here? That's so crazy. Paraphernalia. Man, an R. Paraphernalia. We don't say this R. Okay, so this R is silent. At least when I say it, when most people I know say it, they say paraphernalia. Paraphernalia, not paraphernalia. So if you want to spell this word correctly, just repeat this pronunciation. Repeat the wrong pronunciation in your mind a few times. Paraphernalia. 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 Even though we don't say the R, there's an R there. That's a hard. I probably would have gotten this this word wrong if I took the test. So if you don't get 100% on this test, do not worry, because even like I said, most native English speakers would probably struggle. At least get a few of these wrong. Okay, so the next word is Shih Tzu. Shih Tzu. Okay, this kind of dog, this breed of dog is a Shih Tzu. Okay, different kinds of dogs. We use the word breed, right? A different breed. You have like Shih Tzus are one breed of dog. Poodles are another breed. German Shepherds are another breed. Okay, so this is not a poodle. It's not a German Shepherd. It's a Shih Tzu. Okay, do you know how to spell it? It's a hard word. Okay, take a look at this. I don't know. Is this like Japanese, or we've got a T, a Z, U? That doesn't look English. Okay, when I look at that, that looks like Japanese or Chinese or something. And then look at this, Shi, with an H. I don't know. It looks a bit weird. I don't know if you know where these dogs come from. If you know why this is I have no idea why this word is spelled like this. Right? There's a lot of stuff I don't know. A lot of information about words. I don't know the history of word spelling, and I don't know the history of English. I'm not an English expert. I'm just a simple slave. I'm your slave. I'm your teacher slave. So hopefully you guys learned just a few words from watching my videos. Thank you so much for always watching my videos. Really appreciate it. Hopefully I can teach you some useful content as your slave. You're my master. Thank you so much for being a great master for me. Okay, so Shih Tzu. Shih Tzu. Now, if you say it bad, it can almost sound like a bad word, right? When you say it, it almost sounds like the T is over here. Shih Tzu, right? It's considered a bad word by some people. I have no idea why. It just means poop. It just means crap. Sometimes people make up these stupid ideas, stupid regulations to say, oh, that word's bad, that word's good. It's just man-made rules. Personally, I don't really care. I don't really care about man-made rules. But, I still try to be respectful. Okay, so anyway, this is two words, and it's not a bad word. Okay, Shih Tzu. Shih Tzu. Shih Tzu. So that's the breed of dog. Hey, that's it for today. I just want to ask you, how many did you get right? How many did you get right? How many did you get wrong? Like I said, if you got a few wrong, don't worry about it. I'll still take my hat off to you. If you even got one or two right, that's awesome. So great job. Let me know if you want more spelling tests, or if you hate spelling tests. But I just thought it's been a long time, maybe a year, maybe 2 years since I made a spelling test. So I thought a spelling test was in order. If something is in order, that means it's time. It's time to have one. It means that you should probably do it, or it's about time that it happens. Anyway, so there's your lesson today. Hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are. I'm having a good day here. I'm going to go for a quick jog after making this lesson. Come home and cook some healthy food because I'm gotten a bit too fat. So I'm going to try to lose some weight. Thank you guys for all your support, for always smashing like, leaving your comments. Have a great day, and I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.